Just got back from the P.O. box and got a couple goodies that I want to share with you, and I haven't done box openings in a long time. I already opened the boxes. So I'm just going to show you. A pound of coffee. This is from Kentucky. Finger Lakes Coffee Roasters. Stan's favorite coffee. Jamaican Me Crazy. A delightful mix of cinnamon, rum, and pecan. This will be featured on the next Daybreak show. So this is like prompting me to do more Daybreak shows as I'm going into 10 years of Daybreak shows, believe it or not. 10 years ago, I had more hair, darker hair, and not as much wisdom as I have now. So if you've grown with me over the years, congratulations. It's been one heck of a journey. But thank you, Stan, for this. The smell is just driving me crazy. Jamaican Me Crazy. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. And that's going to be paired probably with a mild cigar or a aromatic pipe tobacco. So thank you, Stan. Along with it came a letter. This is from Stan from Kentucky. And just to keep it as anonymous as possible, in front of me sits a 5-subject, fresh, barely used notebook. I could fill it. I could fill it with the story. It's the story you live, the story you know, the story you've coached 1,000 men through. It's not unique, not special, not worth your time or mine. Instead, I'll write, thank you. Thank you for helping me, especially through that first year. 5 years out from divorce, when things are tough, or I just need some guy time, the Daybreak show is a major part of my life. I'm in the gym, even coaching powerlifting. I'm in church, not just a visitor, but a member. I'm sober from November 11th, 2023. I'm earning, I hit 200K for the first time in 2026. These are the parts of the story that are worth our time. You helped me through, and I'll always call you my brother. Enjoy this coffee. It's not an everyday. It's kind of a funky one. Pairs well with cigars that are on the mild side. Take care, Stan. From Kentucky. Thank you, Stan. Appreciate that. And I'll let you know how I like the coffee. Hopefully I'll say nice.
Nice. My God, that is the best coffee I've ever tasted.
Second item in the box opening is the latest book by Mandelbaum called Unholy Matrimony. Nice hardcover. Very readable font. Very dark, symbolic, and esoteric inside the cover. Very interesting. Really well put together. The binding is just great. Man, I love hardcover books. I love them. Unholy Matrimony. And let's see what this says here. Oh, a nice full color page here. I know some people are going to be looking at me and saying, why are you reading that? Because he's my friend. That's why. And I get along with the widest range of people. And I would call Mandelbaum a professor of the esoteric arts. Infernal House Limited Edition. This is a promotional copy. Successfully conjured in the year 2026. And this is available at Miskatonic Books. I'll put a link for it down below. Unholy Matrimony, the forthcoming marriage between science and sorcery and what it might bring, by W. Adam Mandelbaum, the OG, distributed by Miskatonic Books, Miskatonic, Miskatonic Books. Table of Contents, Chapter 1, The Method to the Madness, Psychophysics. Chapter 2, Paging Dr. Dolittle. Chapter 3, some will get this, One Pill Makes You Larger. Chapter 4, Demons and Dogma, Delusion or DMT. Chapter 5, I, Robot. He's speaking my language already. A little throwback to Isaac Asimov and also Alan Parsons' project. Chapter 6, Artificial Intelligence and Real Magic. Chapter 7, Brain Training Day. Chapter 8, Science or Silliness, Radionics and Psychotronics. Chapter 9, Information Please, Demons. Chapter 10, From Black Cat to Schrodinger's Cat, Quantum Theory and Sorcery. Very interesting. Let me just read a little bit of the introduction for you, and it might whet your appetite. We request the pleasure of your company at the marriage of science and sorcery. You are invited to a party, a wedding party, come as you are, but you will be leaving a different person, as difficult to imagine as it may be. Science and sorcery are finally tying the knot after all those years of enmity. It was a relationship that was centuries in the making, but now, in the 21st century, rings are being exchanged and all the guests are here. Now, on one side of the room, you will see the science family with their white lab coats and their protractors and pocket protectors. They are making a list, checking it twice, because that's the kind of thing scientists do and always did. They just love repeatability. There was a mandatory method to the madness when it came to the world of the scientific, but through reading this book, we will see that there now appears more madness to the method as science frees itself from its previous confines, thinks out of the box of traditional scientific method. You know what the scientific method is, right? Observe, record, control, predict. And conducts research into some really spooky stuff, the kind we sorcerers have been playing with for millennia. On the other side of the room, you will see the sorcery family with their colorful robes and wands and ancient tomes from ancient tombs, but some of the dumber ones are carrying protractors too. So they can draw their little geometric diagrams and contact demons the old-fashioned way in a hodgepodge of old-time religion and pseudo-mathematical figures of sorcery. There was, once upon a time, a mess of mixed media and metaphors when it came to the world of sorcery. For those of you who have read my previous Infernal House book, Modern Demonolatry, Goetia, or Goetia, I guess that's how you say it. You don't know I don't like protractors, and I don't like the old-fashioned way of contacting demons or doing any other kind of sorcery. But since the latter part of the 20th century, sorcery has moved towards more experimentation, more thinking out of the circle and triangle in an evolution, which has served not only to streamline ritual work, but to embrace the scientific with its chaos magic interest in quantum physics, pharmacology, and cognitive science. These historical opposites of science and sorcery are now attracting and becoming less adversaries and more joint adventurers in the exploration of the liminal spaces between the mechanistic and the magical. Looking forward to reading this. 314 pages. It looks like a good book. This will be part of the July reading towards the end of July. I've already got about 4 books I'm working through. Mandelbaum and I have a lot in common. We have a lot not in common. One of those things we have in common is our love for esoteric truths. The dark side of things, monster movies, horror movies, comic books, EC Comics, Mad Magazine, and things like that. So I expect nothing less from him. I'll put a link for the book down below if this is something you're interested in. And, I am one that believes, like I have my immovable truths that I believe in as a Christian man, but I'm not afraid to read other things, not necessarily for adoption purposes, but to see what other people see. Now, I just resisted saying to see what the other side thinks. What I'm not doing is binary thinking. There's me and what I believe, then there's this person and what they believe. I try to look for commonness. And Mandelbaum has been a friend for 10 years now. Was an OG of this channel and someone who I've had great conversations with. We've exchanged a lot of things from our love for cigars and pipes, divorce information. He was a divorce attorney for many years. He was also part of the legal team for John Gotti Jr. The man's been around. He's a linguistics and psycholinguistics expert, served in the military. He has a lot to say. And like I said, it's not looking at what the other side thinks. We have so much in common. And I am a bridge builder, not a wall builder. And I like to look for the things that we have in common, and I'll challenge things. I mean, there's times where you might look in the chat and you'll see Mandelbaum say one thing and I'm saying another, and I might disagree, but I don't do it in a disrespectful way, and he doesn't do it in a disrespectful way when he counters some of the things that I say. So we've had a good working friendship over the years, and I'm happy to call him a friend. His latest book, Unholy Matrimony, the forthcoming marriage between science and sorcery and what it might bring. Looking forward to it. Link is below. Thanks for watching.